Hello everyone, welcome back. It is Election Day 2024 in real time and in prediction time. We are going to be submitting our final presidential election prediction. It's going to be great, and this is it. This is actually the last and final prediction. This is what we will be expecting it to look like on Election Day. Buckle up, and this is our said presidential election. Let's begin. 6 p.m. is the grace hour. No races will be called during that time. Indiana and Kentucky will be closing its polls. Now, at 7 p.m. is when everything begins. You'll expect Vermont immediately to be called for Kamala Harris, so we'll go ahead and call Vermont for Kamala Harris. Either Indiana or Kentucky will be called, depending on your news station. Either Kentucky or Indiana will be called. We'll just, in this scenario, call Indiana in favor for Donald Trump. And then Kentucky. 19 electoral votes for the former president. But now we are going furthermore. I will go ahead and we're going to take a look at the state. Let's see. Think about calling South Carolina. Let's just go ahead. It's 7:30 p.m. North Carolina, Ohio, and West Virginia have closed their polls. West Virginia will go for Donald Trump. 23 electoral votes for the former president of the United States. South Carolina going for Donald Trump, as expected. Long track record for Republicans. Easily going for said Republican Party there. So yes, 32 electoral votes for former President Trump, leading this race out so far. Florida is too close to call. Georgia, too close to call. North Carolina, too close to call as of right now. Virginia, too close to call. Ohio, too close to call. It's now 8 p.m. We can officially make calls of Massachusetts for Kamala Harris. Maryland for Kamala Harris. Okay, she is going up to 24 electoral votes here. We can now project the state of Alabama and Oklahoma for Donald Trump. Alabama and Oklahoma, strong red states, they're going in favor for Donald Trump. Rhode Island, in favor for Kamala Harris. You'll see here, Donald Trump has a 20-point advantage, but of course that can be broken as the night will progress furthermore. Here tonight, Tennessee goes in favor for Donald Trump, 59 electoral votes tonight. Now we got a row of states in favor for Kamala Harris. We got the states of Delaware, New Hampshire, New Jersey, Connecticut. They are in favor for Kamala Harris, 52 electoral votes. And going forward now, we're going to go and project the state of Arkansas, being 8:30 p.m. right now. 8:30 p.m. we can project Arkansas will go for Donald Trump. Along a Republican stronghold, a red state, it is officially in favor for Donald Trump. But yes, going forward here, so 8:40 we can project Missouri and Mississippi. They are going for Donald Trump. 81 electoral votes for him. Illinois for Kamala Harris. 71 electoral votes for the vice president. We can look here. This is what it's looking like so far. Pretty close election. Donald Trump is leading this race throughout so far, it seems. And yeah, this is pretty much the end of 8 o'clock p.m. Let's take a look. Now it's 9 p.m. New York goes for Kamala Harris, taking the lead from Donald Trump tonight. So, and then there's Louisiana and South Dakota. They're in favors for Donald Trump. Louisiana, South Dakota, they're going for Donald Trump. North Dakota, the state of North Dakota goes for Donald Trump. 3 electoral votes. Okay, so now we are also going to be calling Nebraska at large, along with its 3rd congressional district. That is in favor for former President Trump, as well as the state of Wyoming. former President Trump is the first to reach over 100 electoral votes. That gives him an advantage there. Looking forward here. But yes. Let's see. Colorado for Kamala Harris. We're going to go ahead and project Colorado is going for Kamala Harris. Kansas and Nebraska's first congressional district going in favors for former President Trump tonight. Okay, so this is what it's looking like so far. Pretty close and intense race so far. We're going to go ahead. We're thinking about calling the state of Iowa tonight. Right now, it's just too close to call right now. But this is what it's looking like so far throughout this night tonight. But yep, it's now 10 p.m. Kamala Harris leads by just 1 point. That obviously can change. We're going to go ahead and project Montana, Idaho, and Utah for Donald Trump. Donald Trump wins these 2 red states, very reliable red states, pretty easily, and not a surprise there tonight. We can go ahead and project New Mexico for Kamala Harris. 114 electoral votes to her camp tonight. We're going to go ahead and project the state of Florida and Texas for Donald Trump, boosting him up to 192 electoral votes. State of Ohio, it gives Donald Trump the first advantage point of getting him to 200 electoral votes. This is obviously to his advantage. The state of Virginia goes for Kamala Harris at the end of the night. 127 electoral votes for her. The state of Iowa for Donald Trump. 6 electoral votes brings him to 215 electoral votes. We can go ahead and project the first congressional district of Maine for Kamala Harris. 128 electoral votes for her. Well, let's go ahead and project the state of Minnesota. The state of Minnesota goes for Kamala Harris. 138 electoral votes for her. Along with the District of Columbia. We should have gave that to her a long time ago, but obviously that's going for her regardless. But yes, it looks like we'll also call the state of Maine. Maine is also going in favor for Kamala Harris, but that second congressional district is in favor for Donald Trump. We will also call the second congressional district for Kamala Harris in Nebraska. That is also going for her tonight. So we're continuing to look at Arizona. Arizona, too close to call. Nevada, too close to call here tonight. It's now 11 p.m. This is what it's looking like so far. 216 for Donald Trump. A good lead, a respectable lead so far. And 11 p.m. will give Kamala Harris a big boost. It'll be California, 54 electoral votes, respectively, as well as the state of Washington will give Kamala Harris, well, of course, a 6-point disadvantage when it comes to Donald Trump's 216 electoral votes, which he has the lead in. Oregon is too close to call as of right now. Now, we're going to go ahead and make a projection. We are going to project the state of Georgia for Donald Trump. It is the first flip of the night. It will go Republican. CNN Analysis was predicting that this state would go be a likely Democrat for Kamala Harris. That is not the case. It's going for Donald Trump. Again, Donald Trump projected the winner of Georgia tonight. So now we take a look at North Carolina. We are ready to make a projection in North Carolina. North Carolina goes for Donald Trump. 248 electoral votes for his advantage. Kamala Harris needs to be a little concerned because Donald Trump, in this case, is getting too close to 270. And that, again, she can easily take advantage out of this point. We can go ahead and project Oregon for Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris will win Oregon, 218 electoral votes. We can project the state of Hawaii for Kamala Harris, 222 electoral votes for her as well. Alaska, of course, being far away and too big, it's going to result for Alaska to have a little longer for them to count their votes. That state is most likely going to go in Donald Trump's camp at the end of the night. But yes, we can go ahead and project the state of New Hampshire for Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris wins the state of New Hampshire. Projected winner there. Kamala Harris will be projected the winner in Michigan, the first Rust Belt state. Then again, a little stare for the Kamala Harris campaign as she was lagging behind Trump, but that looks like she is getting closer to Trump going forward. She has won a Rust Belt state that was talking about possibly going to Trump at the end of the night, is going for Kamala Harris. A state with crucial labor unions that were turning against her, along with minority communities and auto workers. She will still win in that state. We are projecting. So, going forward, we can now project Donald Trump will win in the state of Arizona, a former red state, which became a swing state, John McCain's state. Biden won this state, then again ending a, I would say, 20-year Republican streak in the said state. But then again, Arizona, businesses and economy, of course, immigration being a big issue in that state, it is going for Donald Trump at the end of the also. We are also projecting the state of Nevada, a state that Donald Trump couldn't win twice, 2016 and 2020. He will be carrying this state, a state where, you know what, the economy is an overwhelming issue for most Nevadans. It was an overwhelming and motivating issue in 2022, giving Republicans the governorship in the 2022 gubernatorial election. We're projecting that this will probably be the case tonight. So then again, we're projecting Nevada for Donald Trump. We're going to go ahead and make a projection. Pennsylvania will be going for Donald Trump, making him the 47th president of the United States. Donald Trump, we can project at this time and hour on election day that Donald Trump will win this election coming in a few hours, winning the state of Pennsylvania all the way through. 284 electoral votes. Wisconsin will go for Kamala Harris. There. But then again, a competitive race all the way through. And finally, 3 electoral votes to go. We can project Alaska will go for Donald Trump. This is what we're predicting it looks like. This is our NSC average and projection. Donald Trump will win with 287 electoral votes on November 5th, 2024. He will become the 47th president of the United States when he will take office in January of 2025. So what do you guys think? It's been a very, very long season for this election. It's finally coming to an end. We just have to hold on tight and see if our prediction is right. But what do you guys think? Let me know down below. And as always, I'll see you after when this election's over. And we'll go over that soon.